That was Bruno Mars.
I was going to say, that is not Taylor Swift.
Welcome to the Long Live Taylor podcast.
Believe I'm still
bejeweled when I walk in the room.
I don't even think she's trying. I think she's very out there. Like, I want you to jump my bones.
We not know about her and Joe.
We were delusional.
Yeah, you're not going to win with that attitude.
I'm ready to win.
Ross is biting me.
Stop biting.
We're your hosts, Kaylan
And Leanna, let's get ready to explore all the eras.
Hello and welcome back. Today is a very special episode because we're together in person. Yay! We are here preparing for the Eras tour. How many days away are we? Oh yeah, we got our merch today. It was crazy. We waited. Well, we didn't really have to wait in line because we got there really early, but we got there, like 30 minutes before the gates opened?
Yes.
And they wouldn't let us in, so we were just doing circles and circles, and there was cars lining up on the side of the road.
So we got in like 15 minutes before, I think, they started letting people in. And then we got to walk to the front and wait in the security line and in and out in 15 minutes.
Yep, really fast.
I'm proud of us.
Me too. Should we tell them about the news?
Oh my gosh, sure.
So it was really funny because we were walking and right in front of us was a news anchor. Like he had his uniform and all his equipment. And our aunt was with us, Morgan from That Nerd Thing Pod. She's in the room right now as we record, staring at me, making me nervous. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, it's okay.
No,
It's okay.
I just feel like I should look at her because she's right behind the camera and then I could just like act like I'm talking to her.
I know. Anyway, we were like, look, it's the news. And me and Leanna and Morgan, our aunt, were going back and forth. Like, should we tell them? And Leanna's like, no, don't. It's embarrassing, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, well, it can make us famous. And we're going back and forth. And he's like 1 foot in front of us. And he turns around. He's like, yeah, I will make you guys famous. And heard the whole thing. So
It was very embarrassing.
it was, but we were on the news. Okay. Today's also a special episode because in honor of the Eras tour,
Yes.
we're going to be going over Long Live.
Yay!
The
I feel like
reason
it's in honor of us as well.
that's so cute. Literally the reason we're here.
Yes, it is.
So, should we talk about like why we named our podcast this?
Sure.
I don't really know the reason. I just feel like we were going through a whole bunch of different names and I feel like this is one of our iconic songs.
Yes, I was going to say, I think it is a top song for both of us. Especially me. It is definitely my favorite off of Speak Now. Is it yours?
Yeah, 100.
Okay.
It's one of my favorites ever from her. Yeah, probably like top 3.
Good.
If not, it's probably like All Too Well, Long Live.
Yeah, mine's probably very close to that too, I think.
Oh, imagine if she plays it.
Oh my gosh, that would be great.
I know.
So when we were going through names, we were thinking about like our favorite songs and stuff, and it's kind of like, at least it made me think that we're like, all hail Taylor, long live the queen.
Yeah.
And that's what it reminded me of. And so I think that's kind of what made it stick. And it represents us well.
Yes. Yay! Okay. Should we get into the lyrics?
Sure.
First one. I said, remember this moment in the back of my mind. The time we stood with our shaking hands, the crowds in stands went wild. We were the kings and the queens, and they read off our names. The night you danced like you knew our lives would never be the same. You held your head like a hero on a history book page. It was the end of a decade, but the start of an age.
It's such a good lead up into the chorus, I think.
Yeah.
Makes me like really excited, like anxious butterflies in my stomach.
I know. Okay, so do you know like the story of how she wrote this song?
I don't think so. Nothing rings a bell. Nothing's coming to the brain.
I don't know the exact timeline. Maybe we should look it up. But this was written while she was on a tour, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
So probably during the Fearless era. And she wrote it for herself and her band, which I think is so iconic.
Yeah.
I love it because it totally makes reading these lyrics, like in the context of a band, but then it also makes, is Morgan dancing or agreeing with us?
It's Fearless.
Oh.
Got it right.
Thank you. Oh, she's fact checking us. Oh my gosh, that's why people have producers like this in radio shows to fact check. That's amazing.
Yeah.
We need to be famous so we can hire someone to do this for
I
us
know.
full time because that was really nice. Wow. Anyway, she wrote it during Fearless, but I like that it's literal to a band, but I feel like it's relatable to a teenager at high school who's about to graduate or us about to go to this concert. Like, remember this moment. You're all sitting there as a group collectively. It translates across people's lives and ages and stuff.
I just keep thinking about the bridge and I just can't wait.
Okay, I have to say this song might be my ending dance at my wedding.
That would be really cute.
I know. Are you going to use it in your wedding?
I'm not going to have a wedding. We know this already.
I thought you might change your mind. But anyway, I just feel like this song is so iconic, and
yes, it is.
Even when she says you held your head like a hero, it could be like she's singing to one specific person too.
I just think it's a really good storytelling. Like, I feel like we're like medieval times. There's like a dragon we're fighting for real.
Yeah.
The imagery really makes me think I'm like back in the day.
Yeah.
I don't like how far back in the day. I don't know.
I'm reading to make sure there's nothing we're missing from Genius. She wrote while touring on Fearless. Oh, so like it was the end of the decade because it was in 2009 when she wrote it, going into 2010. But the start of an age, aka
Amazing.
the Eras Tour.
I feel like we also should talk about how like Speaking Out is a fully self-written album.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that's so true. And like this song is so iconic, and I think one of her best written songs.
Me
and she
too.
wrote it completely by herself.
I know. Amazing.
So you know why she did that, right?
Because people kept saying she wasn't good enough, like she had help and stuff.
They were like, she's so young, she's not carrying the weight in the writing rooms.
Yeah.
Which is funny because being in the music industry in Nashville, like most people co-write. Most people don't write alone. So that was kind of unfair to say to begin with. But I love that she was like, well, I'm just going to prove you wrong and write an entire album by myself.
Well, I also think it's crazy because a lot of the music industry, you have songs written for you, or you pick songs that people had demoed, basically, right?
Yeah.
You go through demos and see what you would want to add on your album and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's crazy to criticize her when that's the music industry.
Yeah, and I would argue that she's one of the major artists that started, because I feel like now the majority of artists do write for themselves.
Yeah.
And I feel like she started that. There are still a lot who take outside cuts, but she kind of like made this a thing for artists to do that.
Yeah. I think the fans are like, that's the thing. We really like appreciate when people are writing for us. I feel like we get to know the artist even more by that.
Yeah, I agree. When I know an artist wrote their song, it's more special to me.
I agree. I feel like we're kind of on a talk show.
I know, that's how I feel. I'm like, hello, audience.
I feel like I'm trying not to look at myself. I'm trying to look at the camera or just look at you.
I know, me too.
I feel like I'm an NFL commentator. Have you ever watched an NFL game?
Yeah.
And like sometimes they cut to the announcers and
they're
just
this
like close.
Yeah.
And they're like this, or they're like,
I know, it does feel like that. Okay, chorus. Long live the walls we crashed through. How the kingdom lights shine just for me and you. I was screaming long live all the magic we made, and bring on all the pretenders. One day we will be remembered.
Oh, it's so
I'm
good.
literally getting chills
I
as
know.
we go through this.
Me
and
too.
It's just reading the lyrics.
I know. It's just so good. Like, imagine hearing that live would be absolutely amazing. I'm really upset that she added Long Live like right after.
I know.
And now it's gone again.
I did see Speak Now though, so I did get to hear it live at one point in my life.
True.
Sorry.
I didn't get to go.
Well, now you're going to the Eras Tour. It's better.
I know. Go ahead.
Okay, this is interesting. I see this on Genius, which I never thought of. It says, this song is viewed by many as a sequel. You thought of this?
No, I just raised my eyebrows in preparation for you because I already read it.
Oh. This song is viewed by many as a sequel to Change, a song from Swift's previous album, because there's a line in Change that says, these walls that they put up to hold us back will fall down. Which, that does make sense because just like this was written for her band, I believe Change was written about her and her label and how they were facing like adversity in the music world and how it was going to change and they were going to be the underdogs come to life. And this is kind of like, it's kind of like this song is that moment where it happens.
Yeah.
I never thought of that.
Also, I thought Change was on Speak Now. Wow. Like, off the top of my head, if you would be like, what album is Change on? I'd be like, Speak Now.
You know?
I was
maybe because these go together.
Yeah,
that's probably why.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like they have the similar sound, similar vibe.
Yeah. Wow, that is kind of crazy, though. I never thought of it like that. And
Me
now
neither.
I'm like, wow, that totally makes sense.
Yeah.
I feel like the chorus is just like, yes, we made it. We did it. Here we go. Bring it on. No one's going to bring us down.
Yeah. Which I think is good because I feel like during the Speak Now tour, she had that like it was like a big peak. It's weird going back looking because nothing is higher than the peak she's on now.
Yeah.
But back then, it was huge.
I feel like each moment in her career has been a new milestone.
Yeah.
Like, I remember my sister during 1989 was like, do you think Taylor's going to get bigger than this? And I was like, no. I thought that was her peak. I felt like then everyone loved her. Like, everyone who had been shit talking her for years loved Blank Space all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is her peak. But yeah, this was like an iconic moment for her.
Yeah.
Verse 2?
Sure. I said, remember this feeling. I passed the pictures around of all the years that we stood there on the sidelines, wishing for right now. We are the kings and the queens. You traded your baseball cap for a crown when they gave us our trophies, and we held them up for our town. And the cynics were outraged, screaming, this is absurd. Because for a moment, a band of thieves in ripped up jeans got to rule the world.
Oh my gosh, chills again. I just feel like, how did I not realize? Well, I knew, but this is such an underdog story.
Yeah.
And I think the reason it resonates with so many fans too is because, do you remember when it was so uncool to be a Taylor Swift fan?
Oh yeah. I still think in some areas it is still uncool.
Yeah, I think a lot of people still judge Swifties. I know so many people who do, but I feel like there was a long period of time where it's like, you like Taylor Swift, and people made fun of me for it. And it was like, you were not weird, but I don't know like what the judgment came, but it wasn't good.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is her being like, we all did it. It's not even just her who did it. It's like, we as a fan group did it.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's why, like, is it weird? It's so parasocial to say, but like, I feel proud during the Eras tour.
Yeah.
I'm we all made this happen.
I mean, it's true because without the fans, she would be nothing.
Yeah. We streamed the music. We bought the merch. We defended her in social media. We did all of that. Wow.
We deserve it.
I know. But I love the line, I passed the pictures around of all the years we stood there on the sidelines wishing for right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's why it would be such a cute wedding song also, because it's like a lot of girls or people, and me in particular, dream of their wedding and like, oh, I can't wait for my happy ever after. And then it's like, we wished for this.
Yeah. No, I think it's a good reminiscing song. You can think about all the good times or all the times that you're like, I'm going to get there. I'm going to make it. I'm going to do this. Like, I can't wait for this goal, this accomplishment. And then you're looking back like, wow, I actually did it.
Mm-hmm. It's like a reward.
Yes.
So Taylor was at the baseball game with Travis, and she was wearing baseball caps, and you saw people were using this song under it. You traded your baseball caps for a crown.
Mm-hmm.
I even love how she sings the last line, a band of thieves in ripped up jeans got to rule the world, because it's almost like she's screaming it. It's just big. The whole, like, the music matches perfectly with the lyrics of the song.
Yeah. And I like that it's like a big build up too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Yeah, the whole song is taking us on the journey, I feel like.
I also like, it's kind of like they're just these little outcasts, like the ripped up jeans, band of thieves. I feel like it's just like they're the losers.
Mm-hmm.
Or like they're the band nerds.
Yeah, I feel like Taylor was the underdog. She wasn't always the best vocalist growing up. People said, oh, she just writes about boys. Like, people really undervalued her skills as an artist and a songwriter. So I do think this is her being like, who's afraid of little old me?
Exactly.
You should be.
Yeah. But Who's Afraid of Little Old Me is just like the grungier side. It's like she's over it. Now she's angry. Here, it's like she's so proud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The chorus repeats, but then there's like a second half of it, like adds on.
Oh, this part's so good. I do really like it.
Want to read it?
Sure. Long live the walls we crashed through, how the kingdom lights shine just for me and you. I was screaming, long live all the magic we made and bring on all the pretenders. I'm not afraid. Long live all the mountains we've moved. I had the time of my life fighting dragons with you. I was screaming, long live, that look on your face, and bring on all the pretenders. One day we will be remembered.
I had the time of my life fighting dragons with you is an iconic line. Even people who aren't Swifties, I always see them using this in Instagram captions and conversation.
Yep. I was going to say, so by the time this episode goes out, I will have already gotten my tattoo in reference to this line, I had the time of my life fighting dragons with you.
Do you want to give them a preview of what it'll be, or want to wait?
No, you can check it out on our social media page.
Good
Long live
idea.
Taylor Pod.
Good plug. Yeah, I don't have anything else on the chorus.
Okay, scroll.
Bridge. I feel like we need to do 2 parts.
Okay, break it in half.
Okay, this is how the 2 parts go in my mind. Bridge. Hold on to spinning around. Confetti falls to the ground. May these memories break our fall.
That's where you cut it off? Me too.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, please cut it off at the same part.
Because musically it cuts off.
Yeah. And then this is like the iconic part.
Yeah, so musically this is like more fun. Like she says, spinning around, confetti, may these memories break our fall. She's celebrating. You can feel it.
Mhm.
And then when she says fall, that's when it transitions because it's almost like she's acknowledging every good thing must come to an end. And when it does, hold on to this.
Yeah. And in my mind, I feel like I see her laying on the ground, confetti falling all around her, and then she like stops and thanks, and then it's like, and then this happens.
Yeah, I totally picture that. I'm getting so emotional though because I'm like, I know confetti is gonna fall at the end of the Eras tour, and that's it. Like
I
that's
know,
our
that's
last like show.
Yeah. Unless we somehow get tickets to Sunday.
Yeah, but not to be dramatic. I feel like this will be something I tell my kids about.
Yeah.
Like
I think
will
it's an icon. It's like when people talk about Woodstock.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. Second half of the bridge, according to us. Will you take a moment? Promise me this, that you'll stand by me forever. But if God forbid fate should step in and force us into a goodbye, if you have children someday, when they point to the pictures, please tell them my name. Well, I guess there's kind of 3 parts, but
Yeah,
this
I feel
is
like
like
it
the
kinda
third
stops there.
part.
Yeah.
Then she goes, tell them how the crowds went wild. Tell them how I hope they shine. Long live the walls we crashed through. I had the time of my life with you.
It's so good.
So yeah, she's like breaking it down, talking to this person. She's like, let's slow it down. Like once this ends, make me a promise.
Remember this.
If we have children, don't let our legacy die. Tell them how exciting our lives were.
How amazing this moment is. Take it all in.
I always get chills during this part of the song, and I'm literally getting chills right now.
Oh my gosh. It's so good.
Every time I hear this part.
I agree.
And then it's like, not only tell them how we did it, tell them how they're going to do it too.
Aww.
I wonder what inspired this for her though. Like this bridge.
I feel like maybe just living that on the tour, seeing that and experiencing it.
Yeah.
I tell them how I hope they shine. I hope you get to have something just as amazing as this.
Aww. Well, I was just wondering because it seems like in this part of the song, she's talking, to her significant other.
Yeah. Well, I also feel like maybe she wrote this letter to them. And then like reworked it into a song. Or maybe she really fell in love with someone on tour.
Yeah. Well, I'm also thinking couldn't it have been like a band member or something? Like it doesn't have to be a relationship.
Yeah.
But I just love that it's like this whole song is such a high and then she kind of humbles you. Yeah. But then is like, but it's still amazing. Like even if something bad happens, nothing's taking away this greatness.
Yep.
And then the chorus, you want to finish it out?
Sure. Long live the walls we crashed through, how the kingdom lights shine just for me and you. And I was screaming, long live all the magic we made, and bring on all the pretenders. I'm not afraid. Singing, long live all the mountains we moved. I had the time of my life fighting dragons with you. And long, long live that look on your face, and bring on all the pretenders. One day we will be remembered. It's so good.
Cute.
So good.
It's so good. This is just one of my favorite songs. I think it's beautifully done. Who produced it? I'm gonna look.
Yeah, I wonder because she wasn't with Jack yet.
I think it was Max Martin.
I'm not mad at that.
Song credits. Oh, Nathan Chapman.
We just got it too. Morgan was a slow producer.
I love that she used this song for the Eras Tour movie.
Oh,
the ending credits. I thought that was perfect.
Yes.
And I thought it was so sweet that she put a thank you at the end to her fans. She's always that artist that is thanking her fans because she knows her career would not be anything without the fans.
Yeah. I just also think this could be also a letter to the fans. And that's why I think I really enjoy it.
And I honestly, before the Eras Tour even started, I thought this was going to be the ending song of the tour.
Me too.
I thought that made perfect sense. Karma's a good fit.
Yeah.
But I thought this made way more sense because it's like wrapping up the end of an era.
Yeah. I feel like this could have been the end, but then she could have had like an encore of like a happier, upbeat song to go. Usually, or like the really, really popular songs, usually that's what an encore is.
Yeah.
I really wish I could hear this live.
I feel like whatever her last concert is in life, at like 80 years old, this
80?
needs to be the end song.
You think she's going to 80? I hope
To
she's
play.
going to 80.
I think she's going to live longer than 80, but I think she's
No,
going to be still performing.
Yes.
Dolly Parton's like 80.
Oh,
And
true.
she's still grinding away.
Okay, let's hope for that.
We'll see.
I'm down. We'll be going till we're 80.
Okay. Anything
Wow.
else on the song?
I feel like I'm missing something, but love it.
Me too.
Felt like we were so close we were gonna kiss.
I know. It looked very romantic. We were like,
me
too. Okay, anyway, should we drop everything now?
Oh my god. Well,
we've had a lot of practice.
I'm so nervous. Okay, ready?
Yeah. So long, London.
Can you believe Spotify says 0 seconds went by? Okay,
Okay,
go
ready?
ahead. Mm-hmm. You Are in Love.
Yes.
I love that song.
Who's Afraid of Little Old Me?
I cannot believe you got it that quick. When last week
It's really hard.
killed
It's really
myself.
hard for me when we're doing it online compared to in person.
Really? I mean, on the headphones, I'm better. I think.
Oh no, in person I'm way better.
Oh, great. So I'm gonna lose. Okay, that's fine.
Hopefully.
Go ahead. That's okay.
That was Bruno Mars.
I was gonna say that is not Taylor Swift.
Whoever's editing this, don't edit that out because that was really funny.
You act like we have an editor. Okay. So
wait.
Long, London.
Wait.
No. Why not?
Fine.
I'm gonna take everything I can get. Okay.
The Prophecy.
Yes.
Whoa. That was scary.
Karma.
Yes. Say Don't Go.
Yes.
That was more than a second. That
Cardigan.
was 1 second. Yeah. Florida.
Yes.
It's one hell of a drug.
Down bad.
Yeah. We are never, ever getting back together.
Never, ever.
Enchanted.
Yes.
I feel like I have to be fast because you're so quick in person.
Nah.
I feel like I don't have time to sing it to make sure. I have to just go with my gut.
Bad Blood.
Yes. Is it over now?
Mm-hmm. Willow.
Yes. Now that we don't talk.
Yes. Don't Blame Me.
Yes. Style.
Yes. Cruel Summer.
Yes. Slut.
Yes. I Can See You.
Yes.
Dang, we're going really fast.
I know. I'm nervous. Guilty as Sin.
Yes. Wildest Dreams.
Yes. Bad Blood.
Yes. August.
I cannot. I didn't even hear anything. I didn't even hear anything. Really? I knew you were trouble.
Yes.
I'm like, where's my?
I was like, you don't
I'm
know
like,
it?
where's my brain at?
22.
Yes. You're losing me.
Yes. The Tortured Poets Department.
Yes. Or New Romantics.
Yes.
I had to go so fast. I knew you were gonna start counting.
Karma.
Guilty as Sin again.
Yeah. Love Story.
Lavender Haze.
Yeah. Slut.
Yes. Shake It Off.
You need to calm down.
Yes. Are you ready for it?
Yes. Now That We Don't Talk.
Willow.
Yes. Guilty as sin.
Yes. Blank space.
Yes. I can do it with a broken heart.
Yes. I was getting so
I almost said
excited.
mastermind. I'm like, it's not
I
mastermind.
was getting so excited.
I know, I saw.
How did it end?
Yes. You belong with me.
Yes. I was supposed to be Fortnite.
Is it over now?
It didn't have it. My tears ricochet.
Yes.
I feel like I have to go fast because you're going fast. I feel like I can't go through my normal process.
Delicate.
Yes. Lover. Mine.
Yes. So high school.
How? How? I was like, there's
Are they even going to be able to hear it in the
I'm like,
microphone?
there's no way.
I know.
If you gave me that, there's no way I would get that.
Really good in person.
I need to hear this again.
You played even less than that.
I know. I don't even think I noticed it was like this. Wildest Dreams.
Yeah. Enchanted.
Yes.
Let's do one more.
Okay. 22.
Yeah. Down bad.
Yes.
Guess we have no losers this week.
I think in person
We did
good.
really good. Well, thank you guys so much for listening. This is us pre-Eras Tour. We'll be back with an update after the concert. We wanted to say thank you so much to everyone who listens, who follows us on socials, who likes our content, who emails us. We are so grateful. It really means so much to us, and we have so much fun doing this. So thank you for having fun with us. And I actually love like going and reading everyone's comments
Me too.
and seeing their theories, and
Me
it's
too.
been really fun. So thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. And a special thank you to Morgan of That Nerd Thing podcast, our aunt, because she's the only one in our family who got a code, and she so graciously included us in her ticket.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
She's our producer for the day too. She
Our
does
intern.
it all.
Our
intern, yeah.
Intern Morgan.
As always, give us a follow on socials at Long Live Taylor Pod on Instagram and TikTok and Threads. You can watch us, the full videos, on YouTube at Long Live Taylor Podcast. And then you can check out our episodes anywhere you listen to a podcast. And please, if you liked our episode, give us a rating.
Or review.
And a review. And subscribe, because it really helps us get our name out there. We will see you next week as changed women.